So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
It is quite a scene here in this grand Coliseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Acuna. Paredes. He won't be happy with that one.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Spinazzola. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that is a little undercooked.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
There's the delivery. Gilmour charging forward, the ball at his feet, shot a goal! Romero getting this one clear, and for a moment time stood still.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. And this is Lukaku. Shot, surely! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
This their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Now it's Messi. De Laurent, that could spell trouble. And it's Spinazzola. Cross flung in towards the middle. Alvarez. Acuna. Nicely aimed pass. Buongiorno. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. He gets big! Oh, the ball's run loose here. De Paul. Argentina do have a chance to counter here. Acuna. Oh, that's neat. Di Lorenzo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a good ball. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And here's Alvarez. Tries to play it through. Acuna picks it up out wide. Acuna just loves to go forward whenever he can. Gilmore. Gilmore goes on a run down the left wing.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, important interception. Paredes looking for the run. There's the whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Cambio.
So off we go once more. Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Lukaku really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Spinazzola. And here's Anguissa. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause. So, third corner of the game. That has ended up in no man's land. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Politano is onto this. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Tries a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Paredes. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Decent hit from there. Now it's Lukaku. Well seen, saw that coming.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Romero cuts it out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Argentina appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now this could be a chance. He's shifting through the gears here. Lukaku is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. He's a sharp little ball here. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. De Bruyne. Now it's Politano. And it's McAllister. Acuna. Hangs in a cross. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. McTominay. That's Politano. Di Lorenzo. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Buongiorno gets across to intercept that. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Fernandez. Romero kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get it through? That has been cut short.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, he had to make that, and he... Oh, shooting chance! They want to be quick to recover this. In towards the back stick. Now it's Martinez. Di Lorenzo cuts out the pass. Dybala powering forward here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? This looks promising. And he's in on goal! And he's really put himself on the line here. All hands on deck for this one. Buongiorno attempts a clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter.
And the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. And as you can see, we've already started here. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times, and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with 2 strikers, 2 wing-backs, and potentially 2 runners from central midfield. You can understand its attraction because it really can get the numbers into the opposition's box, and equally, it can get the numbers back into your own.
Oh, easy pickings there. Distributed tidily. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Nemecha, can he get it through? Shot could be on. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this fella, the French Ghanaian Seho Girassi, is a very interesting option.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Brandt. Aims beyond. Shot a goal! Oh, he's been caught napping. This time, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Ryerson clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away.
Schlotterbeck. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get on the end of this? Brandt! Oh, this is a great position. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And if you have just joined us, still just 1 goal between them. 1-0 the score. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lukaku was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's had it nicked away. Schlotterbeck cuts it out. Borussia Dortmund applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate.
Shapes to shoot! They want to be quick to recover this. Turns and goes back. And that should get the job done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Anguissa did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Lukaku.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he was quick to react. Nemecha. Now it's Girassi. Brandt. McTominay. De Bruyne. So what can they make of this? De Bruyne tries making a foray down the right. Oh, that's a fine interception. He's got away. And he welcomes it in. And back in possession and ready to go again. De Bruyne.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Lukaku has it out wide and in space. Great vision. And he shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Ramani does really well to win the ball there. Anguissa has created one goal already. Now it's Højlund. Politano. Nicely weighted ball. Ryerson. Now that's well seen too. Now somewhat off target. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passes. Chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Lukaku at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the first half is done. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. Here we go again. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Defending of the desperate variety. Kurbel. Long ball by the goalkeeper. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Politano receives it in a good position here. Chan. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, look at the space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's hit it long. Oh, that's well spotted. Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. Now it's Lukaku. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Schlotterbeck, and that's been intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bensebaini makes the interception. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Lukaku being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so...
Chance, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that has not gone well. Now, can they get him away?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Works it forward, and it's Spinazzola. Deep cross, and the keeper beats it away. Girassi. And he cuts out the supply. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 14, number 10, red. Number 24, number 26.
Adeyemi
Coming on the field.
looking for the run.
Number 27,
Real chance!
Thierry.
No messing
Number
about,
20,
just bludgeoned
Sabitzer.
away.
Number 7, Joe Bellingham. Number 17, substitution in progress.
Nemecha threads one in. Oh, that was vital. Anguissa. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Chukwuemeka, well seen, saw that coming. And this is Lukaku. Real chance here. And the ball is out of play. That's a cute ball. Now it's Girassi. Gilmore, nicely aimed pass. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he get onto this? Lovely feet. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's made its way to him. Now this could be a chance. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Schlotterbeck gets across to intercept that. It's just beyond his reach. Politano, and the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Hoyland! Bensebaini gets good distance on it. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. And he's got the beating of his man. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No way through. Nice looking ball. No, again there's no way through. And that's that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
And a quick announcement.
Lukaku voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please look at the screen for information.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a sharp pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Lukaku. And this is Lukaku. And the shot!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. And it's De Bruyne. Lovely bit of skill. Araujo getting this one clear. Oh, no joy this time. And he's gone long. That's a lovely, neat pass. De Arrascaeta. That's a cute ball. Now it's Darwin. Nunez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Nunez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Good ball, good take. And it's Ugarte. Now that looks a decent ball. He slings it in. Tries to get it clear. And now the breakaway. Great ball if he can get there. Politano. Oh, good taking of shapes to shoot! And it's a goal! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
That is good alertness. Valverde. Oh, that's a... And he shoots! Politano. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. That's been slipped through. Takes a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are...
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Hoyland. Danger averted for now. Early ball out from the back. De Arrascaeta. And it's Valverde. Now it's Darwin. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Knocks it out wide. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Politano. And Anguissa. And he's managed to get free. Anguissa going full tilt down the left. Valverde defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And he's intervened well there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Tries to pass it through. Spinazzola. De Bruyne. Politano. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Nunez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's got away. De Arrascaeta. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And there's the end of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, it's 2-0. you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further, I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we are back underway. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Darwin, now it's Valverde. Darwin, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
No, that's been intercepted. Anguissa. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. Politano. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's green grass ahead of him. So much time and decent chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Politano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de
60 minutes played.
80.607.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Jimenez. Back towards the middle. Some really good ball movement, played with finesse. De Arrascaeta. And it's Oliveira. Valverde. And the finish! He's got a goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Número 10. Lo reemplazará número 24.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So is this the start of a comeback? Ugarte. Valverde. Lobotka wins the duel this time. And it's De Bruyne. Politano. Højlund. Shot could be on. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Jimenez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nicely weighted. And the shot! They've scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So now the difference is 3. Matsoki. Ball is over the line. Lobotka. And it's on Gisa. Politano. This looks promising.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Darwin. De la Cruz. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Plays a sharp little ball here. 5 minutes left on the clock. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. De la Cruz. Oliveira, who's set up 1 goal so far. For Valverde. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Politano threads one in, and the through ball. Oh, important interception. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Araujo. And that's it. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Hoyland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.